can't you be thankful I'm God? My angels rain flames on your squad. Through the fire you be thankful, rain pause.
Peace to the God family. This life is real. This is WiseWordWednesday. Today I want to talk to y'all briefly about synchronicities. So synchronicities, meaningful coincidences, where external events align with inner thoughts or feelings, right? Where it might be lacking a direct cause, but it feels significant. Like thinking of a friend before they even call you. Right? So what does that mean? This means that you and that person, or that person or whatever is drawn to you in that moment, you and those things have a quantum connection. You're connected on a quantum level, right? It's like, I heard the word quantum entanglement. This is alignment. This is when your vibration is a match, is aligned, is in sync with someone else. And they might be thinking of you as well. Like I said, alignment. Perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? That friend that you was thinking about may have called you in a perfect moment, because you was thinking about them before for a reason. Right? But they say, man, they say this: synchronicities are moments when you catch yourself in the act of being everywhere all at once. Right? So when the artificial boundaries between you and the universe start to dissolve, right? You stop seeing yourself as separate, and rather you start to see yourself as the whole, or one with the world, right? So when you're in sync, when you're aligned, you are actually in the realization of your oneness. You realize that you are not separate from the world. You know what I'm saying? They say the cosmos is your mind in action. So you are the cosmos. You're the universe, putting things in the order that you want it to go, in the order that you want it to be in. You're organizing things and situations and people, places to your liking. You know, so when you come across these synchronicities, it's a part of yourself playing out. It's a piece of yourself playing out. It's you being in the recognition of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Synchronicities is expressions of your deepest nature, recognizing itself everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the universe giving you a message. You are the universe, and you're giving yourself a message, a reminder. And this is why when you are in sync, when you do come across these synchronicities, it's like Everything is perfect. That's the realization that you come to, right? In those moments, it's like I said, perfect timing. This is the perfect moment. You know what I'm saying? Everything just feels right. Feels like perfection, like everything, like this was meant to be. Right? And a lot of times, most of the times, half the time, it's because you are walking in your higher self. Or at least you're doing the things necessary to get to that step, to get there, to raise your vibration. You're moving in love. You know? So yeah, everything's gonna feel right. As it should feel. You know? It's gonna feel like everything is happening for a reason. And it does. So we should feel like we're coming across synchronicities all the time. Because everything does indeed happen for a reason. But they say it takes a lot of confidence to live like that. To live as if every moment is beneficial to you. But when you can really do that for real, you'll notice the synchronicities all around you. You notice that there's things that's falling into place for you all the time. You notice that your whole life has been in sync, and you don't have to see no angel numbers to know. You know what I'm saying? And the angel numbers is just like a start. That's the start to like the realization, to the to you becoming aware of the synchronizations and synchronicity that's taking place in your life. That's the start. For a lot of people, that's the eye opener. Damn, I seen 444 here. I seen 444 there. I seen 555 there. I seen 333 there. Every time I wake up, it's 333. That's cool. That was me for the longest too. But when you find out that it's you talking to yourself, better yet, when you find out that each number has its own distinct code, and you start searching for that code. You wondering what this number means, right? What does 333 mean? What does 444 mean? What is my angels trying to say? What is the universe telling me? It's not only until you slow down, look inside of self, and again come to that realization that it was you all along, feeding yourself. So you tell yourself what 333 means. So whenever you see that number, you know that you're moving in the right direction. You know that you're aligned. Because you gave that number meaning. Once you give these synchronicities their own meaning, whether it be a number, whether it be a sigil or a sign or symbol that you're seeing all the time, you start to remind yourself, really start to remind yourself of where you are, where you need to be, where you should go. You know what I'm saying? And again, you start to realize that there's synchronicities all around you and it's always been. And once you give meanings to these angel numbers and stuff like that, whenever you see them, you know what you're talking about. You know what you're telling yourself. And now you're just in alignment even more. Even more aligned now. Because you're not just looking at a sequence of numbers and saying, oh yeah, I must be in sync. I don't know what it means, but I'm aligned. Now you gave that number meaning. 555. You could say that means great change is on the way for you. And you're on the right path. Continue doing things that you're doing. So now whenever you see this number, you know that you're in alignment. Or vice versa. You could, like I said, because it could be a reminder. It is a reminder. Now, is that reminder a positive or a negative? I wouldn't really want to say negative though, but what is the reminder? Is it reminding you that you're on the right path? Or is it reminding you to get back on track and get back on the right path so you can continue to change and continue to, you know, walk the road of where you need to be exactly? And you see, a lot of us fall out of sync with ourselves, with the world around us, when we try to be something that we're not, when we forget ourselves. You know what I'm saying? When we veer off the path, when we're not on the path to least resistance. You know what I'm saying? When we stop being aware, when we stop being conscious of certain things, when we stop being conscious of self, when we're not conscious of self, when we're not aware of self, when we're not doing these things, you know what I mean, to build ourselves. Ain't no way in hell you can say that you're in sync when you're not doing anything to build yourself. I don't give a fuck if you're seeing 333 or 4. I don't care. If you're not doing anything to build yourself, ain't no way you're in sync with the universe. Point blank, period. If you ain't doing anything as far as meditation, reading, sticking your feet in the dirt, working out, doing shadow work, doing the things that's gonna make you a better person, not in sync, not aligned. But you can be. And all you gotta do is choose today to do it. Do one of those things. You know what I mean? And let me just piggyback on that too. It's not that you're not in sync, but it's like, what are you in sync with? You're in sync with your lowest nature, with the lowest version of yourself. You're in sync with whatever bad vibrations is out there, whatever negative vibes is out there. Once you stop building yourself, once you stop learning, once you stop doing for others, once you stop doing for yourself, you fall into sync with those low vibrations. Once you fail to raise your vibration, you fall into sync with those. That's what you become aligned with. Those low vibrations. You feel me? So, like I said, it's just about being aware of your mental state, your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and the way that you move and go about walking this way of life, walking in this life, the way that you go about creating the life that you live. Because we are all in sync with something. It's like I said, it's synchronicities all around us once you become aware of it. They're like Bluetooth devices forever connected to something. You just got to be aware of what you're synced up to. What's on the other end of your connection. That's why I spoke about quantum entanglement. What's on the other end of that? As our mind and the universe is one, like I said. It's good, bad, ugly. Everybody's connected to something in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a strong connection, whether it's like a weak connection, whether you connect sometimes and then you disconnect. So connected. We all synced up to something. Like I said, we gotta become aware of the things that we're connected to, that we're synced up to. And if it's something low vibrational, we need to disconnect. Period. Straight up, just disconnect. But at the same time, going back to what I said about everything happening for a reason, sometimes you are synced up to something for a reason. You know? You might be synced up to something right now, so your future self could know never to be synced up to that thing again. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't going back there. You know what I mean? Because if I go back there, then I'm falling out of alignment with where I am now. Not like being synced up here in this space. I like the synchronicities that's happening around me in this space while I'm in this vibration. Because I'm up here now. You feel where I'm coming from? It's definitely a difference. And it's definitely a reason for everything. For every situation that happens to us. For every thought that we have. For every synchronization. Everything that we sync to or have synced up to. So a reason for it. You know what I'm saying? And if you're the universe, if you're everything, all at once, those low vibrational synchronicities, it's only a reminder of where not to go, where not to be. Yeah, you don't like it here. So let me remind you of who you are. Let me remind me of who I am, because I don't like this synchronicity. I don't like the way that my life been synchronized. I don't like the synchronicities that I've been seeing in my experience. So let me sync up to something else. Let me raise my vibration. Let me become aware of a different world. Let me create a different world. You know what I'm saying? Let me meditate. Let me go place my feet in the grass and connect to the earth, connect to myself again. So therefore I could find more positive vibrations, and positive vibrations can find me. Because that's what I want to be quantumly entangled with. If he's talking about synchronizations, if he's talking about synchronicities, that's what I want to attract. So keep that message. You know what I mean? And keep this one too. Like, it's not that you're not aligned. It's not that you're not in sync. You know what I'm saying? But it's more about, what are you aligned with? What are you in sync with? What are you connected to in this moment? Is it building you? Is it beneficial for you? Or is it keeping you stagnant? Is it keeping you in the same place? Is it keeping you unaware of yourself? You know what I mean? So, yeah. When we find these synchronicities in the world, when we come across these things that may seem like a coincidence, but you know it has meaning, you know it's significant to you. You have to dig deep and find that understanding. Find the messages that you're giving to yourself. Because even if you're synced up to something low vibrational, those synchronicities are telling you to raise your vibration. If you're aligned to anything low vibrational, those synchronicities are telling you to raise your vibration. Like I said, these are reminders from yourself. You are the universe. And that is because synchronicities is external events that align with your internal thoughts, your inner thoughts. So again, it's all on you. How you move, how you think, what you say to yourself. That determines what you experience.
Another 3 a.m. night and I'm up work. Worst start, heat up the beam, my blunt burn.